Alright, time to make Hot Sorcerer Dude. We'll start off with Reversal Red, a curse technique that repels things. I'm not sure since Jujutsu is confusing. Anyway, I started with a small red orb that Gojo emits from his fingertips. Made it look like it's spinning and stuff. Then I made the scuffed animated pose that roughly dislocates your arm. Because this is Roblox, that could happen. For the impact effects, I added a bunch of small red particles and some other scattered things, I guess. I also added a simple white impact frame because it's cool. Then compiled everything and we are done. For Lapse Blue, I did the same thing. Started off with the blue aura thing, then worked on the animation, which is you doing some anime pose or something. Then next I did the hit effects, which consists of blue lightning, blue gust of wind, a glowing blue core, and some black smoke for some reason. What this skill does is basically pull everyone in front of you into one spot. This skill also has a decent amount of stun. After that, I'll make Hollow Purple, where I'll be figuring out how I'm going to do this move. I basically tested by making two balls touch each other, then stepped it up by putting particles in the two balls. And the particles were just copied from the previous moves, just scaled differently so you'll think it's a different particle, to hide my laziness of course. So anyway, I started animating, and it looks mediocre as usual. Now to make the actual Hollow Purple effect, I once again jumbled up a bunch of round particles to eventually make me insane. I meant to eventually resemble Hollow Purple. I tried adding some camera movements, although it didn't really go as planned, and just made my head hurt. So I tried until I somehow managed to make it close to what I had planned it to look like. Now next up is the domain expansion. I started off with the dome and the black hole effects, which is easy enough to make since it's just circles. Then I added some smoke effects, then a bit of beams, and then the splash effects. Now as you can see, it is quite buggy, and for some reason it's making your character bounce. And so I changed my approach and instead separated the domain sphere from the domain floor, if you get whatever that means. And it did sorta work, although it's still pretty scuffed. Anyway, I added a better animation for it and some more particles, then slowly modified it even more till I am satisfied. Next up is Infinity Rush, where you cast Infinity, which is a long mess of particles and can repel stuff in front of you. Then you teleport to whoever enemy you hit. Pretty useful, I guess, and since it is Infinity, it also gives you iframes. Now lastly, the grab move, which is a mini beatdown of you grabbing and punching your opponent really fast. And in a not so great succession since it's just the same animation duplicated over and over again. And now it's done. So now that I finished the whole moveset, it's time to make the obtainment method. To obtain all of these skills, you'll just have to speak to Gojo. Hand him the souls of the damned, and it bugged and had an error. Anyway, you get the techniques by transposing souls into cursed energy. Yep, that's all. It's still mid.